All right, here's another video on advanced text tools, or actually how to play around with your text and be creative. This is in Photopea. This could also be done in Photoshop for the most part. So here again, I have the word empire again. I have it actually. This doesn't work if the letters are white or black. You got to have a color in your letters. But I'm showing you how to use mask layer with your letters. Now, first of all, you got to have a layer with your text with nothing else. So if I'm to scroll down and get rid of this, you'll see that the letters are on their own background. Even if I take away the background, there's nothing there, right? So just so you understand, these letters have to be on their own layer. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a mask layer to this layer. Now remember, anything I add, black or white, is going to either erase or keep whatever you see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually, I was looking up for a pattern here. I selected this one, and you just click. If you're on a Chromebook, you click with both fingers, you get the option menu. If you're on a Mac, you're going to hold control and click it and you'll get the same menu. I'm going to open image in a new tab. That usually tells me how big the image is. Sometimes this tells you the size. Right here it says 1054 by 588. Here's the problem. The problem is that it's not always that size. So I open up on a new tab and I know this is huge. This will cover up all my letters. So I'm copying this. So I'm gonna click both fingers and I'm gonna copy the image. So when I go into Photopea, here's what you're gonna do that's different than usual. You're gonna click the mask layer and you're gonna Control V. And if you noticed what it did, it took that pattern and it posted it and it pasted it onto the mask layer. So anything in that pattern that was black, it just made the letters disappear in that point. And anything that's white, you still see the letter. And so you could do this with a bunch of different things. So if you, let's say you want to do it with smoke, you could see my letters now. What you got to be careful of, what happened with this one is the reason it's so light, it had a lot of black area. And so remember, the more black it has in an area, the more it's going to make it disappear. There is a little trick, I'll show you in a little bit, how you can make this stronger looking. But I also did it with a wood texture. So this was just a picture of a tree and the texture of a tree, and I pasted it on top. Obviously, if I move this up, move this text up, give it 1 second. Sorry, let me get it. But you'll see it better with a lighter background. The other things that I did was the water drops, and once again, you don't see it that well, but this is all you have to do. You literally can just take and copy the layer a couple more times, and you'll be able to see it a lot better. And something else you could do is just copy the letters separately onto another layer, and you could outline it, and that'll help you do a drop shadow. Um, so these are a bunch of, this is a simple way of adding interest to your text, being creative. And all it means is going and looking. You could look up patterns or you could look up texture. Either or will work. But any of these will work. I mean, remember, when you, let's say you take something that has color in it, when you put it in the mask layer, it will automatically convert it into black and white. So just remember that. So those colors that are lighter will turn into light grays, and those colors that are darker will turn into dark grays. But it's just another way to be creative with your letters and create a theme, right? These water drops, you think of, rain, you think of a lot of things that happen in nature and with the woods. So it actually has a good way of connecting the two things in a very simple and subtle way. So I hope this helps. I hope you'll give it a chance and try it. It seems more difficult than it really is. Uh, but give it a chance and keep an eye out for the next video. I'm going to show you even more stuff about how to play with text and different things in Photopea.